catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us about 20 miles south of downtown L.A. at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Dallas Cowboys and our home team. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Got it. Set, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's make these babies go.
The first down throw here for Rivers. Complete to Dorsett. And some space here. And he's way down into Dallas territory inside the Cowboy 15. A huge play there right off the bat. 64 yards.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for first and 10. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a first and 10 at their own 22. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Mike 57. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Now Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll toss to Davis. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Plays like we just saw. There, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Hey, we go 47. No game on this defense, no game. Check Mike 57. Watch the pass.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Watch the twitch. Here we go, 47. 26.
Prescott on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
36. Hey, kill. Hey, kill. Hustle. 57 to Mike. 56.
On second down, Prescott again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. And it's third down. And that's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
26 Mike. Too low, got that. 26 Mike. Go, get out there. Go on to 52. 26 Mike. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. 26.
Prescott yet again. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 41-yard line.
26 Mike. Switch up. Hatchet. Hey, kill. 47. Here we go, 46. 26 Mike. Give these traps. We're going to 52. Check.
First down, Prescott. It's caught, Smith. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? If as a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Yeah, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Here we go, 46. 57 to Mike. There's a party now. Check. Alert 3.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a first down following a gain of 3. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Prescott. He completes this to Sutton. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 19. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down.
26 Mike. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. 26.
Now Prescott. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
80 weapons.
Following the interception here, Rivers. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Coming this way. Here we go.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Well, there was second and long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, echo.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Jalen Smith providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Safety's creeping. Watch the safety creep. Switch.
They give to Chubb out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Casey Hayward makes the tackle. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
All day. Hey, 47. Check 24. Kill. We're going to 53. We're going to 54. Going to 54. Lying. Going to 54. Lying.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
70, Indy.
Now Gordon on first down. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7.
From the gun, Rivers. He's going to take a shot right away for the... And it'll be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing, Prescott. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
On 2nd down and 4, Rivers. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Down. Leo. 30 base.
All day, defense, all day.
5.
Tighten up. 55 is my guy, 55. It's just me and you.
Yo, go.
55, Mike, 55.
Hurry. Ready?
3rd and long for Rivers. They get this complete to Batson. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
It's a gain of 18. And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Ready. Hey, Sam off. Hey, exit.
Watch out.
Protein spill. Shoot.
On 1st down, Gordon. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. Eluding the tackle. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Don't be scared of it. Check 13.
And again, it's Chubb. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready up.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
54. Mike 54. Let's go, D.
Let's fight.
They'll go option to the now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's second down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether there's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They were making plays on the football, contesting everything.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And it's third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
47.
Here's Prescott. And that's caught by Smith. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Prescott now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's first and 10. A good run by Chubb on first down as he'll get about 6 yards there. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. 40.
To throw is Prescott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Trevor Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Check.
General West.
50. Check 50. 25.
Fan. Get it.
Rivers on first down, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Switch.
Smooth. Hey. Snap.
On the counter, here's Gordon. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On the set.
59. Mark. Check. 59. Hey, get in the weight room.
Clear.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Hey, me and you all day. All day. Defense.
On third down, Rivers. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Check, 59. He can't hang.
Rivers now to throw on first down. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready, break. Gone.
54 Mike.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you.
Hey, Haywood.
Get nervous.
Alert flare. Mike 5'4", Mike 5'4", Mike 5'4".
Hit it.
On first and 10, Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
They're running it.
Throwing again. Rivers sets up the screen to Gordon. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Ready.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready. 60 or.
In your face.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Check. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Chopper.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Shoot.
First down, Rivers. This complete to Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Check.
Go.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
To throw again on second down. Rivers. And that is incomplete here. That one intended for Keenan Allen, and now it's 3rd down. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Check 99.
Hey, Charlie. Check go.
To the air again here, Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 40 yards. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. that doesn't happen, it looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Marr now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Here we go, 47. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check, 42's the Mike. Check, 42's the football. Watch one. Go to 54, go to 54. Line in. 26.
Prescott yet again. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott, and my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
The Charger drive about to get going. That turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Go, go, go. Big Ed, big Ed, big Ed. Mike's partner.
Rivers. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Exit, exit.
To throw again. Rivers, throw left side, complete. That's Grant. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
64, weak. Shift.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
Hey, Delta. Don't get nervous.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Prescott from the gun. And now here is another interception. Trevor Williams with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Following the interception here, Rivers. Complete to Jones. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Hey, dude. 55 is mine, guys, 55. I'm scared.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Rivers. And he will find his man on the outside. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yard.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Here's Prescott, and this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
don't
they?
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. And again, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing here, Rivers. He sets to fire deep. And this throw will be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Here we go. 480.
21, check Mike 21.
Here we go, 47.
Hey, check Mike 20.
Let's go.
Check Mike 21.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. So don't say
Prescott to throw on fourth. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Prescott off play action. He's going to let it fly. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Brings up
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
I'm coming after you.
Swerve, hey. Here we go, 46.
26 Mike. 26 Mike.
I don't even know why this.
Echo. 26 Mike.
To the air again, Prescott. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
intended for Michael Jarrett. Incomplete. Casey Hayward on the coverage.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Prescott looks to throw on first. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Intended for Johnny Smith. Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. One last shot now for Prescott. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the home team here, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.